Hi everyone, so good to see you. Welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and right now there is an urgent search for a suspect in an attempted kidnapping. Last Thursday, Spokane County deputies say a man abducted a 12-year-old girl before releasing her at a Nom Nom gas station along Highway 195. The girl told investigators the man grabbed her while she was riding her bike along South Abbott Road. That's near Westwood Middle School. The sheriff's office says she did her best to remember where they drove and thinks the man went north on Abbott to West Thorpe and then to Highway 195. He then headed south before exiting at Cheney Spokane Road, where he stopped and pushed the girl out of the car near Nom Nom. No witnesses or potential video evidence has been found yet. The sheriff's office says the young girl was certainly scared but not harmed. Investigators believe the suspect is driving a newer dark-colored vehicle. And the sheriff's office is asking people living in the area to report any suspicious activity or vehicles that they may have seen Thursday between 5:45 and 9 p.m. You can call Crime Check, and that number we've posted on your screen. Also, multiple mass shootings over the weekend took place at holiday celebrations across the country. One shooting in Baltimore killed 2 people and injured at least 28 others. According to Baltimore police, at least 2 people started shooting into a block party. This is early Sunday morning. The Baltimore police commissioner says the search for the shooters right now underway. An 18-year-old woman and a 20-year-old man were killed. Half of the people shot were kids, with the youngest being 13 years old.
It broke my heart because it could have been us. I don't even know how to digest it.
There was also a shooting at a nightclub in Wichita, Kansas. Police say at least 4 guns were fired inside the club. 9 people were shot. 2 people were pushed down, trampled as they tried to escape, and thankfully everyone survived. So far, 1 person is in custody. According to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been at least 338 mass shootings nationwide so far this year. All right, it is just 3 minutes past noon right now. We're going to head outside to the KREM 2 Outdoor Weather Center, and that's where Thomas Patrick is standing by with a look at our holiday forecast. Hi, Thomas.
Yeah, good afternoon, Laura, and welcome back for this week. You picked a beautiful week to return to the inland Northwest because this is just perfect summer weather. Definitely kind of need a visor to shield my eyes from the sunshine out here with our temperatures, again, comfortable. Mid-70s right now. We probably get to the mid-80s this afternoon, and I have not seen a single cloud outside all day today, and I think that's the way it's going to stay as well. If anything, it might start to feel or look a little bit more hazy later on this afternoon. I do think the 4th of July will end up to be a fairly hazy day, as you'll see in a moment. But we are tracking the increased fire danger across central and northern Washington. Bit of a northerly breeze as it comes down the Okanagan Valley. It tends to accelerate, so the wind's a little bit stronger in this region of the inland Northwest. So red flag warnings are in effect until 11 o'clock tonight there. But the hazy skies starting to get, well, that wildfire smoke is starting to get picked up by the atmosphere. It's over British Columbia right now. It's just going to continue to slide southward. So that's why we might see the hazy skies increase later on today. And coming up, I'm going to track how long that might stick with us here in the inland Northwest and when our temperatures are going to be as hot as they've been all summer so far. A lot to cover on a very dry forecast, all in just a few minutes.
Thomas, thank you. And you were talking about that haze. Well, we are continuing to track several fires burning all around the Northwest this afternoon. In Spokane County, fire crews responded to a brush fire near Cheney over the weekend. Washington State Department of Natural Resources saying the fire has burned more than 25 acres. At this hour, Spokane County Fire District 3 says it's about 30% contained. They are also saying the aircraft working the fire was released. No evacuations were issued and no buildings were burned. And also this afternoon, evacuations have been lifted for a brush fire that sparked near Medical Lake. At one point, the fire caused level 3 evacuations and even trapped some residents. According to Spokane County Emergency Management, the fire began Saturday night, but it is now 100% contained. The fire burned just over 10 acres. However, officials say no one was hurt and no buildings were damaged. An update from an overnight fire that was burning near the town of Underwood in Skamania County. Right now, just hours ago, officials telling us a water boil notice was issued. The utility company says the water may have been contaminated because of a loss of pressure while battling the wildfire. The Tunnel 5 fire, as it's called, has now burned more than 300 acres. Firefighters say some structures have been lost. Level 3 go now evacuations are still in place since the fire was first reported less than 24 hours ago. No word yet on how that fire began. The state mobilized its resources to assist local firefighters at that scene. Meanwhile, it's a nerve-wracking time for people who live there and visitors in the area.
The wind, it certainly makes you a little more nervous. And then fingers crossed and pray. These guys are out there doing all they can to knock it down. So our prayers are with them.
So the Red Cross set up an evacuation site in that area. It's at the fairgrounds there for people who have had to leave their homes. And conditions are certainly prime for wildfires heading into the 4th of July holiday. The Washington State Department of Natural Resources is preparing with about 80% of firefighters on call. DNR is asking people to be careful, certainly when lighting fires. Dry brush can easily light and get out of control very quickly. DNR says they have more resources than ever, partly because of funding from a state House bill. There's been a burn ban also in Spokane County since Friday. Campfires are allowed in approved designated campgrounds only. And during the wildfire season, we talk a lot about how much a fire is contained, but what does that actually mean? KREM 2's Tom Sherry explains for us.
Planes and helicopters get a lot of attention in wildfires, but they mainly play a supporting role, slowing the fires down. This helps firefighters to build their main product, which is a fire line, a physical line in the earth, cleared of things that can burn. They cut line with bulldozers and hand crews, hacking out trees and brush as they go. Line can also be an existing highway or road. If crews keep the fire from jumping over it, calling a fire contained means making a fire line all around the fire. Then firefighters work toward control, putting out the hot spots to keep it from jumping over the line. In a really big fire, that can take months to do.